Another strategy for your facilitator toolkit is when addressing the entire class to give directions or set expectations, do not talk over other voices. This includes talking over students and talking over the virtual teacher. So if you notice the virtual teacher is going through their lesson, but the class needs to be reset and reminded of the expectations, communicate this to the virtual teacher so they can pause their lesson while you address the class. If you try to address a class while the virtual teacher is teaching, students will be confused about who to listen to, and you and the virtual teacher will not come across as a team. Make sure everyone is silent and looking at you before you start speaking. If you want students to pay attention to you, tell them concretely what that means. Typically, it means for students to be silent and to make eye contact with you. Maybe you could tell students to tilt their computer screens down so they're not distracted by them while you're talking, or you could ask them to take their headphones out so you know they're listening to you. If after you've started speaking, you notice students having a side conversation or not paying attention, use the self-interrupt technique where you dramatically stop yourself mid-sentence and are silent until those students change their behavior. So if you're speaking, it would sound like that. Not talking over each other is a way of showing respect. And so you can tell students that this applies to any time anyone in the class is addressing the whole class, whether it's another student, whether it's you, or the virtual teacher. Not talking over communicates that what the speaker is saying is important. It also ensures that all students are aware of the expectations you set because you know everybody heard everything you said. If you notice students talking over or not giving their attention before you start speaking, you can try using anonymous corrections, such as, I have about 90% of the class, I'm in need of 2 more students to be silent and looking at me. That way you're not calling people out specifically. You can also use eye contact. You can use self-interrupt and look at the students who are talking. And you can also use proximity, which is walking next to the students who are talking, maybe tap on their desk or on their shoulder to get their attention.